It's 3:27 a.m. in the Western Pacific. Far below the calm surface, something vast glides silently through the dark, an advanced submarine so quiet that even the most powerful sensors can barely trace it. This isn't science fiction. It's a glimpse into China's newest generation of underwater platforms, machines designed to ensure stability, protect strategic balance, and signal a new level of technological maturity beneath the sea. In this video, we'll explore how this breakthrough became possible, why it matters, and what it means for the future of global security. Over the past decade, China's undersea capabilities have evolved from modest beginnings into one of the world's most complex submarine programs. The transformation began with the Type 094, known for its role as the country's first true ballistic missile-carrying submarine. Early versions were noisy by modern standards, but each upgrade brought dramatic improvements in propulsion, hull design, and acoustic quieting. Today, 6 Type 094 and 094A boats are believed to be fully operational, forming the backbone of China's sea-based deterrent fleet. But the real revolution lies in what comes next. Satellite imagery and open-source intelligence reveal major expansion at the Bohai shipyard, a sprawling facility in Halludio where construction of the next-generation Type 096 submarines is already underway. These new boats are expected to be larger, significantly quieter, and capable of carrying more missile tubes than their predecessors, possibly up to 16 or even 24. This next class will serve as the foundation for a new level of stealth and endurance beneath the ocean's surface. The game changer is the JL-3 missile, a long-range submarine launch system capable of traveling more than 10,000 kilometers. That range means a submarine can remain much closer to home waters while still covering distant regions across the globe. This drastically increases survivability, as it reduces the need for extended patrols in high surveillance zones. Experts note that this shift from JL-2 to JL-3 marks a move from regional deterrence to a more global posture. Alongside the ballistic missile fleet, China is also deploying the Type 093B, a guided missile attack submarine designed for precision operations. Unlike its ballistic missile counterparts, the 093B can carry advanced cruise missiles for long-range strikes against designated targets. It represents a new form of underwater versatility, a vessel that can quietly maneuver in deep waters, track surface fleets, and conduct surveillance missions while remaining largely undetectable. Together, these developments show that China's focus isn't just on building numbers, it's on building credibility. Each submarine added to the fleet enhances resilience, creates redundancy, and makes any form of preemptive threat less feasible. In other words, the oceans are no longer passive blue deserts. They're evolving into zones of quiet equilibrium where the ability to stay hidden defines strategic influence. While submarines are becoming quieter, the ocean itself is becoming more transparent. China's new strategy goes far beyond building better boats. It's about redefining how the entire undersea domain is sensed and understood. Engineers and naval scientists have been working on what they call the Transparent Ocean Initiative, a vast network of underwater sensors, sonar arrays, and unmanned underwater vehicles designed to monitor and analyze movement across enormous stretches of water. Imagine an underwater Internet of Things, a web of autonomous sensors anchored to the seabed, gliders patrolling at mid-depths, and drones communicating through acoustic signals. This system isn't designed for confrontation. It's meant to increase awareness. The goal is simple yet transformative: to make the underwater world as observable as the sky. By linking satellites, ships, and undersea nodes, China aims to build a comprehensive real-time picture of activity beneath its surrounding seas and beyond. Recent defense reports indicate that the Transparent Ocean Network is already being tested near the South China Sea and Yellow Sea, integrating data from acoustic sensors and underwater gliders. These devices feed information to command centers onshore and even to space-based relays, allowing analysts to visualize deep-sea movements with increasing precision. Combined with artificial intelligence, these systems can filter out background noise, waves, currents, and biological chatter, and detect subtle signatures that traditional sonar might miss. Parallel to this, global powers are enhancing their own ocean monitoring systems. The United States and its allies are upgrading the Integrated Undersea Surveillance System, IUSS, and developing new AI-driven algorithms for P-8A Poseidon aircraft and long-range acoustic networks. What's emerging isn't an arms race, it's a data race. The side that sees first, understands first, and reacts first gains an immense strategic advantage. For China, this push to create transparency below the surface serves a dual purpose: protecting its submarine fleet from tracking and securing vital sea lanes essential for trade and energy transport. If the undersea environment can be mapped and monitored with precision, potential disruptions can be detected early and managed before escalation. That's how underwater intelligence becomes not just a military asset, but a stabilizing force for global maritime safety. With advanced submarines and near real-time undersea awareness, China is reshaping what deterrence looks like in the 21st century. These technologies aren't about dominance. They're about ensuring stability through credibility. The principle is straightforward. When a nation knows its second strike capability is secure and survivable, the incentive for anyone to take aggressive action drops sharply. The JL-3 equipped SSBNs act as a strategic insurance policy. Operating silently under the sea, they guarantee a country's ability to respond if deterrence fails. This assurance stabilizes relations by making rash or escalatory decisions less likely. It's a philosophy of prevention, not aggression, one that major powers, including the United States, have relied on for decades through their own submarine fleets. At the same time, platforms like the Type 093B SSGN extend China's ability to project precision capabilities without surface exposure. These submarines can carry a range of guided systems and deploy unmanned drones for surveillance, mapping, and communication relay tasks. Their presence complicates any attempt to interfere with regional stability because they provide a flexible, persistent, and largely invisible presence across wide oceanic zones. From a global perspective, this transformation means the underwater domain is now one of the most important theaters for maintaining balance. The ability to operate quietly, communicate securely, and remain hidden has become a cornerstone of 21st century stability. Analysts note that as China's fleet grows, it will likely operate alongside new forms of cooperative technology, such as quantum-secure communications and AI-driven threat assessment, to ensure that human judgment remains at the center of decision-making. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect is how much of this development is visible to the public. High-resolution satellite imagery, open-source shipyard analyses, and international reports have created unprecedented transparency about once-secret systems. This visibility allows outside experts to track progress, assess capabilities, and contribute to informed discussions about how such technologies affect global equilibrium. The broader lesson is clear. True stability doesn't come from size or power alone. It comes from understanding. When nations invest in technologies that make their deterrence reliable and secure, they reduce uncertainty and create space for dialogue. In that sense, these submarines and sensors are not instruments of confrontation, but anchors of predictability in an increasingly unpredictable world. Deep below the calm surface, the engines of future stability are already humming. China's new generation of submarines and its emerging transparent ocean system mark a turning point in how nations think about undersea strategy. It's not about who can strike first. It's about who can remain unseen, protected, and ready enough that no one ever feels compelled to test them. The ocean has always been a place of mystery, but it's becoming a mirror that reflects our growing need for balance, awareness, and restraint. In the decades ahead, the silence beneath the waves may be what keeps the world's surface peaceful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you there.